biased. Just a light-skinned nigga that like to rape the game. I'm from Harlem. Don't breed Crips. If they don't admit this in a rape, it's an unbiased review. Don't breed Crips.
What weight class you want, little bro? Every day with me, see man, me. Okay, we'll leave it there then. Bring. What's the weight? Yeah, Jesus classes. Oh no, that was you got a Jesus person in every class now. Look like. Damn, I only got two weights, man. See, I just rearranged my characters. I made more light heavies and heavyweights, cause you be scared to play with the little guys. So on there, I took all of them away. I used to have one for each one. I took everybody away, man. This nigga, oh, pony short. Come on, really? All right, you wanna bring that nigga out? That nigga, like he was trampled with gayness. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to get a Vic, man. I'm trying to get me a Vic. Let me see. I don't remember what class that one bitch in there he got. The one with the pussy on her chest. Well, no, this our class. Yeah, isn't it Beautyana? Should I bring? Yeah, she in this class. Should I bring Beautyana out? Nah, matter of fact, I'm gonna wait. Time to take his pride down. I got beat him a bunch of times real quick. His favorite class is light heavy. We gonna stay up here. My baby with me, she with me. Alright, we're gonna stay there.
You got the blogs, you got the case, you got the ankle monitor, you got the stuff that people were saying about me. I was in a really dark place, man. You ever been free, but not free mentally? That's really where I was at. I was physically free, but not free mentally. I was moody, I had a bad attitude. I remember my mom saying, yo, it seems like you're not really happy to be home. And it wasn't that. It wasn't that I was. It took so much for me to get here. And if I didn't have any money to pay for my defense at all, I would not be sitting here. And I kept thinking about that and thinking about all the other inmates in there.
Why the colors on this place look different? Like, it looks bright as hell in this game right now.
Fighting for them.
It look real bright on yours?
Didn't really have any support.
Yeah, everything looks real bright.
I don't really know if these people are guilty. Maybe they just don't have the money to.
You know how the graphics for a game when it first come out be like bad good? And then like a week or a month later, the graphics, or like a year later, the graphics gonna be the same?
For murder. I kept thinking about him.
You ever notice that?
You know, I kept telling you, like, you can constantly...
But the updates be fucking with the graphics, though?
While I was locked up for 2 years. Inmates I had for 2 days. Yeah. Inmates coming and going. I'm constantly helping people with their case and they out of there. And I'm always just like, yo, I wonder when it's going to be my turn. When is it going to be my turn? When they going to call my name? So when I went to that jail, here I am with a lesser charge, and here he is with a high charge like murder. And I was only in his cell for 16 hours before I bonded out. I came in at like 10 p.m. and by 2 p.m. the next day, I was gone. And I really felt kind of sad, bro, for him, to be honest with you, because I know what it's like for people to leave and I be the person that's stuck there. I just went through that for 2 years. I know what it's like. So for the first time, he was me. He was that dude watching people like me leave him. And I just kept thinking like, yo, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be packing up another nigga bags and they tell me, man, Chris, man, I might see you on the outside, man. Keep your head up. Now I'm telling him that, yo, I hope to see you on the outside, man. Keep your head up. And that's a hard feeling, man, to just know that everybody is going home and you just waiting on your turn. Like that shit is deep, bro. Like this shit is really
deep. I've been around Chris mad times. You get what I'm saying? When I used to go to Atlanta, I'm talking about a minute ago. I'm talking about years ago, 7, 8 years ago. When I used to go to Atlanta, and he used to run up on me and do interviews. He'll call me, "Good, let me do the interview," or whatever. I ain't never, no time I've been around him got like a funny feeling or felt like he'd do the things that he was accused of doing.
I fuck with Chris. Almost didn't fuck with Chris because of the news I was hearing. You know what I mean? But I really, I got the chance to speak to Chris, and you know, he told me his side, and I believe him, and he need to tell the world. You know what I mean? I fucking Chris. Nigga came to my crib and held my newborn. You know what I mean? The nigga, he wasn't just a blogger to me. The nigga, matter of fact, Chris did an untold truth on me, and since that interview, you know, my price went up. Like, niggas really started fucking me because of that interview. You know, when niggas heard that about his case and heard it was a kid involved, everybody was like, yo. You know what I mean? So I was happy to find out there was no child involved in this case. There's no children being molested. There's none of that. So, but I let him tell it. But Chris, you know, restore order, nigga. It's time for you to tell your story, nigga. I'm glad you back. Word, you know, I fuck with you, nigga. You've been in my crib, met my family and all that,
so we
nigga.
get all the way to this point, man, and where is my case at today? Well, my case was recently dead docketed, man. I know a lot of y'all don't really know what dead docket in the state of Georgia means, but it means that the state is no longer looking to pursue a prosecution on you. And when the courts reopen, I'll be able to get my charges dismissed. Obviously, we're in the coronavirus, no court movements, nothing is happening in the court system. So a lot of these agreements and situations are just stuff that's happening behind the scenes and in talks and everything. But this is what's going on as they get ready to ramp up sometime in 2021. I don't really know what's going on. But am I naive to think that when the courts first reopen, I'll be at the very tippity top of the list of dismissals? No, I'm not naive. I know I'm gonna get dragged and take a long time, and I already know. You know, the criminal justice system, bro, it's like very easy to get locked up and very hard to get out of your situation. But I have to take every blessing I get and be thankful for it, man, because I had to fight for everything in this case. I mean, just think about this. First, I get arrested.
That's a serious
I get
person
3
you
charges. I go to bond, my bond is
person you
denied.
bought out.
I sit in jail, I get 5 more charges, and it goes back down to 3 charges. And then I get a total of 6 charges. I go to bond again, my bond is denied. That was all in 2017, bro. The entire 2018, nothing happened in my case at all. Every time I went to court, it was, we're not ready, 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 we're not ready. It was like a fucking recording, bro. And all it was just like the time was just spinning. The days was merged together. I couldn't tell if it was a Wednesday or a Saturday. Every day is the same in jail. Nothing was happening. They weren't ready to hear my case, ready to hear my case, ready to hear my case. But 2 things happened that I had no control over that wound up being blessings. I got a new district attorney. The DA that was telling me that I was one of the worst people on this planet and I'm likely to commit a felony and all this kind of stuff, she got off of my case, and I got a new DA on my case. This DA was a lot more fair, a lot more open, a lot more communicated a lot better. Then I got a new judge. The judge that was on my case at first, they was like, yo, you got a good judge. You know what I'm saying? He's really nice. He'll probably give you a bond. He didn't do anything in my case. And then President Trump promoted him, made him a federal judge. So he left criminal court and became a federal court judge. So then I got a new judge. So, mind you, in 2018, I'm gathering all this information, hiring this private investigator, doing all this stuff. But every time I go to court, we're not ready, we're not ready, we're not ready. But I do get a new judge, I do get a new DA. This is all 2018. In 2019, I finally started going to court, and there started to be some movement. And the first time that they really was able to hear a lot of things in court, letting me out. Excuse me, they end up letting me out. Now, I didn't even have to fight to get out of jail. Like, I didn't have to claw my way out. It was just like my bond request wasn't even argued. Like, no, we don't want him to get out. It was just like, okay, you want to get out of jail? We'll let him out. So that was my first blessing. Like, first was a new DA, new judge. That was my first blessing. Then I got that blessing. Then they put me on an ankle monitor. I was on an ankle monitor paying $300 a month. I don't even got a job. Good thing I had some money. Paying $300 a month. I remember the dude, it was a black-owned company that I signed up with for the ankle monitor. I remember dude telling me, you're not going to get off this ankle monitor. So just keep on bringing your $300. They kind of thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep on bringing me your $300 every month. I want to see you. I want to see you by the 5th. I'm sitting around. I'm like, yo, just put it in to get my ankle monitor off. People telling me I'm not going to be able to get off the ankle monitor. You got 2 rape charges. They're not going to let you roam the streets of Atlanta and be off the ankle monitor. So in my mind, I'm thinking, just let me have more freedom, but keep the ankle monitor on. Because at this point, I can't even leave the state of Georgia. Like, I can't even cross state lines. I even got to get permission to do certain things. I'm like, I'm actually cool on the ankle monitor. Just let me do more stuff. Bro, I put in for an ankle monitor removal. They completely remove it and give me no restrictions. I went from no bond to a bond. I went from ankle monitor to no restrictions at all. People was telling me they would never do that for me, bruh. You got 2 high charges like this and they're gonna completely take the ankle monitor. I got no restrictions at all. So I learned to appreciate every single nugget I got in this case. Because for a while, I wasn't getting any good news at all. I was just sitting in jail getting a bunch of badass news and extra charges. Then all of a sudden, things just started happening in my favor. So I didn't do this vlog so I could come back to battle rap and be one of the biggest bloggers and start telling you who won between Ill Will and Your Honor and all these other battles that dropped on the app recently. I don't even know how much I really want to do battle rap blogging, if I'm being honest. You know, a lot of that depends on whether or not y'all even want me to blog or even want to support me or do anything with the channel. I really wanted to do this vlog because I felt like it was inspiring to people. Right now, it's some people that know someone that's in jail, and they looking at their case like, yo, shit looking really bad for him. Bro, look at me, bro, and realize shit was looking bad for me. And I was able to get out. I represent every dude that was ever falsely accused and was able to, like, overcome that situation and have freedom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be the #1 blogger and trying to do this. That was the case, I would still be working my old channel and all them old subscribers. I really was like, yo, this shit is inspiring to someone. It's someone facing a lot of daunting odds just like I was. And they can be like, you know what? I knew this dude named GrvzyBvby. That nigga had a hell of a lot of shit going against him. And I don't know how I turned on the camera one day and that nigga was sitting in front of the camera telling his story. I thought he'll never be let out of jail. So me really, man, like people, it's funny because niggas would be like, yo, just get online and tell your story. You know, if you're really innocent, just tell your story. If you're really innocent, tell your story. Your silence speaks volumes. But then when you get online and tell your story, niggas mad you told your story. So you really can't win, man, but I just really wanted to help people and inspire people, man, with this situation, man. And I'm going to reiterate this again. If you know anybody that's locked up, please give them the support they need, bro. Like, trust me, man. It's a lot of niggas that's really going through it. And shit is really tough, bro. It's definitely really tough, man. And without support, people are committing suicide. People are giving up hope. The criminal justice system is designed to break you, man. You know, a lot of y'all niggas could have never even dealt with what I dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like, sitting in jail for 2 years, y'all nigga would have been copped a plea. Even though y'all was innocent, y'all would have copped a plea like, man, I might as well just give up. Just think about niggas now, they sitting in jail dealing with not only a case, niggas in jail dealing with coronavirus and being shut down, the jail conditions. This coronavirus running around in jail, and these niggas got a shower, 2 showers with 30 inmates. You know what I'm saying? You gotta share all this, like, this shit crazy, bro. Like, every time I think I got it hard,
ain't no way they gonna kick me at the last second. It just, you ain't gonna do nothing. That's crazy.
Use that to lift my spirits. So this blog is really for them, man. This blog is for everybody that been through the criminal justice system that can relate to me, and everybody that knows someone that's in the criminal justice system that's like, yo, I got a homie that's fighting in the field, man. Hearing your story, man, made me really feel like maybe he'll make it. So this is for y'all, man, and this is pretty much the blog right here.
I look like one of the bad
I don't
guys.
mind coming back to battle rap and vlogging. I don't mind crawling back underneath my rock and chilling. Like, you know, I'm living a good life regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, but don't get it fucked up. Do not get it fucked up. We can definitely do a stock drop list. It's almost December. We can do another fan mail. We can, you know, Norb's Untold Truth. I'm about to put that out next. That shit is crazy, bro. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. But before we get to that, we got to talk about these bloggers, man. There was a lot of niggas talking reckless while I was gone. And it wouldn't be Chris Unbiased if I didn't address these niggas.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Well, let me talk. On the real smack, the media's just trying to fuck my life up. Shit almost got real, smack.
I smoke hip-hop. Some of you may know who this guy is. He has like over 70,000 subscribers, but as far as battle rap is concerned, he's still relatively unknown. This dude literally did like 12 blogs about me, bro. And this is, I mean, he got 2 different channels. This nigga literally did 12 blogs about this case and didn't speak facts in not one of his blogs. And I was really confused because one minute he wanted me out of battle rap.
Chris, I'm biased if you're looking at me. Nigga, I do not care about you, dude. I don't care if you come home or not, bro.
The next minute he wanted me back in battle rap.
Hey, what's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another video of I Smoke Hip Hop. Yes, guys, I know you're reading the title clearly. Yes, and it's coming from me. Guys, we need Chris Unbiased back ASAP. We need Chris Unbiased, man.
He was mad that battle rappers were still trying to support me low-key.
How hard she's attacking people. Chris, she don't gotta do shit with kids. Then she wrote, what's the comparison? That's why I'm violating that dirty bitch. Jazz the rapper is every mother, every auntie who turned a blind eyes where their kids was being touched. September 2, look, so you think it's with kids, then you just gonna think it's with whatever. She basically just said whatever about the kids. Jazz, I have a special blog coming up for you, bitch. I got a fucking special blog for you, bitch.
But he was really mad that URL didn't take my blogs down. That's really what he was mad at.
Hang on. Let's read it. Unbiased review, Gnome 6 predictions. Still up right now. But they care about pedophiles? They took Tech 9's ones down, right? Chris Unbiased talks Born Legacy 5. Damn, this nigga's always been on the platform. This nigga is the platform. They still got that shit up.
Were you really mad, jealous, or a combination of both?
Man.
12 blogs, my nigga?
Over 10 videos about this to my now deleted, terminated channels. I've done over 10 videos about this, and if you guys say nobody cares about it, you're lying. Each video had over 10,000 views, each video.
What really got me tight is that you really included my family in your blogs. See, I can take anything, you know what I'm saying? If you want to put all the pressure on me, I'm cool. I entered in.
Damn. What? Damn, man.
The YouTube arena, and that's gonna cause you to, you know, to have your scrutiny. But you don't gotta include my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody in these comments, nobody in battle rap media is ever gonna beat me up as much as I beat myself up. When I was locked up for 2 years, bro, I beat myself up. Sometimes you gotta learn how to like even forgive yourself when you get in fucked up situations, because you can beat your own self up over decisions you made and what you could have done differently 2 years ago. When you staring at 4 walls for 2 years, I beat my own self up over and over in my head about what if this, what if that, I should have done this, I should have done that. So nobody can beat me up more than I beat myself up for 2 years. So I can take it. But I don't appreciate when niggas come at my family or say stuff about my family. You literally did a blog saying you spoke to my brother, and that my brother said it was over for me. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna take a plea. I wasn't going to trial. The case was looking bad.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? You literally did a blog saying you spoke to my brother and that this is what my brother was telling you.
This situation here is clearly showing me something else, and one of the names is the email I've gotten is from a family member by the name of GrvzyBvby, and he told me to say the name. I have the email, so if someone is trying to do this or that, I'll show you that information. And I don't know how to corroborate the story if it's correct, other than telling you they haven't been wrong yet. And the news that I'm getting, when that trial comes, the witnesses supposedly, well, I don't know any of the witnesses. Let's get that clear and straightened. But what's being told by this person is that the witnesses that are going to be involved in the situation, your boy might try to go for that plea deal, ladies and gentlemen. He's done. That's the thing that kills me about a lot of you guys who are still defending him and who still haven't spoken out. This man is clearly done. The fact that URL still have Christopher Gunsby videos on their platform tells me all I need to know why you guys haven't grown in this battle rap culture yet. It tells me everything why the URL is still remaining where they're at. I fucking got kids, you bastard. The new update is that the court date is upcoming very soon, within the next 3 months, and it's going to be swift and fast. They're not going to waste taxpayer dollars on this. You idiots who think they are, they're not. Quote me, they're not going to waste taxpayers dollars on this case at all. I'm not going to go deeply as to why. I'll be making another video to explain why I even made this video in the first place. And to you people who are going to doubt me and write different things in the comments, he's lying, is this that? Have I lied yet about this situation?
So when I got out of jail and talked to my brother, I'm showing him the blog on my phone, and nigga's like, yo, I've never seen this dude before. I've never spoke to this dude before.
I've just got new information from GrvzyBvby. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm a journalist now.
I mean, you in the blog, name dropping. I mean, you just telling lies after lies after lies. The nigga even got dressed up to tell a lie. You got on your whole champion attire and everything.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck is that?
I guess you felt like dressing up would make you seem more believable. Got your little suit and tie on. What really be getting me tight with y'all niggas is y'all like to name drop to give y'all videos some type of clout or like some extra attention. Like, yo, I spoke to the nigga brother. The nigga brother said he's done. Yo, if his brother said he's done, he's really done. Yo, I spoke to his brother. His brother said he's not taking it to trial. He's gonna take a plea. They're not gonna waste taxpayers' money on this. They're gonna do this very swift. Like the nigga, like, bruh, you are doing way the fuck too much.
I'm here to say I'm one of the people that helped to expose you, and I feel good about it. I do not feel wrong about this at all.
You still running around with this bullshit ass narrative that my case involved a kid.
Just imagine the victims that's involved in this. Imagine the family members. Now, put yourself in the situation of the kids, man. Put yourself in a situation, those are your kids, those are your family members. You hypocrites wouldn't be sitting there talking about innocent until proven guilty with the type of dude that GrvzyBvby is.
You tearing me down, you tearing anybody that supported me, niggas in a Facebook group, battle rappers, whoever was supporting me, you tearing me down. And I'm like, 12 blogs for what? Oh, you want to be the fastest growing media outlet.
You don't have to fucking watch me if you don't like me. Just fucking like, share, and subscribe, and come to the hottest growing battle rap blogging movement that's in this culture. I smoke hip hop, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here.
You said that out of your own mouth. You want to be the fastest growing media outlet. That shit reminds me of something that my grandmother said. She said, grandson, always remember that blowing out someone else's candles won't make yours shine any brighter. Like I said, you got 70,000 subscribers, over 70,000 subscribers. But in battle rap, you still a nobody. Lush One. You know, I'll never take away a person's accolades, man. I definitely feel like Lush One is a legend in this battle rap shit. He did a lot for Grind Time, The Fresh Coast, KOTD, a lot of hosting he did. I mean, the man has literally gave his life to battle rap, and that's to be commended for people that, like myself, that love this culture. You know what I'm saying? We look at Lush One, and I personally appreciate the things that he brought to battle rap. And he has definitely overcame a lot of obstacles in his life. I know he just went into rehab and he's getting better and everything. He's sober. I wish you the best, Lush One. But you actually was very disrespectful when I was locked up. And I don't really know where it stems from. I think I know where it stems from, though. But me and you never had no personal issues. I never did no blog about, you know, your personal life or none of that shit before. Everything I ever talked about with you always dealt with battle rap. But you did some shit in battle rap that needed to be questioned, and bloggers like me and angry fans spoke on it, and you never liked us from that. One of the blogs you don't like that we did was about Danny Myers not getting paid. Danny Myers was doing all these battles on the West Coast. He battled Run Nitty, battled some other people. I think even KG the Poet wasn't getting paid. And me and angry fan aired you out. And from ever since then, you ain't never fucked with me, really.
Danny Myers.
Yo.
All right, you're online right now. We're online right now with Lush One, with Wayne, with Henning. What's up?
Right. Yeah, shit, man. We just trying to get to the bottom of it, you know. Rappers haven't been paid. I'm not really, I'm not with all the extra shit, you know what I'm saying? I just need some type of, you know, explanation or what's up with the delay.
I'll tell you like this, Danny, you're my homeboy. Let's not even talk on the radio. Let's just talk not on the radio. You can talk tonight. Like, I'm not trying to talk on the radio. Because Danny, you fuck with me, bro?
I'm just trying to figure out about the previous. If the money got messed up, then just say it. Let me know. I might get took it and we can resolve it at the time.
And ever since then, you ain't never fuck with me. So then when I catch this case, I get locked up. You said some shit that was very disrespectful. And like I said, I can take anything until you start talking about my family. Then I really got an issue with it. This nigga Lush One went on Facebook. And this was another letter or post or whatever he did that actually got back to my family. Some very hurtful things that he said. This nigga wrote 3 pages, bro. Look at this shit. 3 long pages, too. They ain't even, like, short. 3 long. This nigga wrote an essay, bro, about me. You would have thought that the nigga actually know me. Like, I never met this dude before. As long as I've been in battle rap, I have never crossed. For you to write a letter like this, you act like you either know me or know something about me. All you do is know me through battle rap. Let me read, because I highlighted some things you said. Let me read some of this shit Lush One said. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. My heart goes out to the victims and families affected by this sociopathic rapist. And he says my government name. Not alleged. Now mind you, I'm never convicted of anything. Not alleged at all. This sociopathic rapist. You are all in my thoughts and prayers. The rest of y'all take heed. You are all in my thoughts and prayers. This is a case of a multi-time felon. I have never had a felony a day in my life until this case came. That was the first time I ever been charged with a felony. I only got 1 misdemeanor in my entire life of living. I've been really relatively a very good person in terms of the criminal justice system. This is a case of a multi-time felon and clear pervert committing another rape. Nigga didn't even say allegedly. Another rape. I don't even know when the first one was supposed to occur. Another rape and sex crime against his own family. This case has nothing to do with my family. Even when they charged me with like family violence, that was another charge that they put on me and dropped. It was like they shouldn't have even charged me with that because this case didn't involve anything to do with my family. It's like they were just adding charges on my case and then like, oh, My bad, we shouldn't really put that and dropping them later. But like I said, niggas that ain't in the criminal justice system don't really know the bullshit you gotta go through to try to clear your name. So, I'm not making this up, bruh. Look at this shit. My heart and family. Can y'all niggas see this shit? Right here, this nigga put sociopathic rapist, right? Then down here, nigga got crimes. Oh, let me see. Right here, crimes against his own family. Right here. There's more. I'm not even done. Willing to condone a multi-time sex offender. Multi-time sex offender. This is
what
crazy.
What the fuck is a multi-time?
Who will be spending at least 10 years.
Damn. He just say
if he pleads down for more than 25 years realistically in prison for the rest of his life. The nigga wrote a whole letter to the battle rap community.
So it's one of them battle niggas that just got done battling KOT.
Normally when we have like this little blogger, normally when niggas come into it's like a blogger beef. Like this I Am Smoke hip hop dude. I'm smart enough to see what he wrote and say, okay, first blog, maybe you cared about the case. But you did like 11 more blogs on me. Like when I said the nigga got 12 blogs, I wasn't making that up. When you have that, when you blog on a person repeatedly, it's not even about the issue anymore. It's like, yo, I don't fuck with this nigga. So when you see niggas blogging on Twerk all the time, every time like he skips, has an issue or skips a deposit or don't pay this or recycles, it's like you don't have to keep saying the same shit over and over again. So when I see a nigga got like 10 Twerk blogs on his channel and it's the same shit, I know it ain't even about the recycles and all that stuff no more. The nigga don't really fuck with Twerk. It becomes personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga got the 10 to 12 blogs about this person or that person, that's the way I'm starting to feel about Mav and Surf. Like, it's starting to get personal to me now. First, it was like some battle rap shit. But every time I look at a Mav blog, he's talking about Surf. And lately, I've been looking at Surf, he's talking about Mav. Now I realize that niggas are really personally envious of each other for whatever reason. Like, maybe Mav feels like Surf shouldn't be where he's at, and Surf might feel like Mav is only popping because of expert opinion. I don't really know. But it's getting past just the chokes. It's like, yo, I'm really not fucking with this nigga. So when I see the blogger shit, I already know that it really stems from jealousy. That's really why all these bloggers are still tweeting me about my case involve a kid, even though they've been corrected. It don't have anything to do with the case anymore. Niggas don't want to come off these narratives. So what they're going to do is they're going to keep pushing the goalposts. First it'd be like, yo, you know, if your case, you know, I would have fucked with him if it was just an adult, but it's a kid, I can't fuck with him. Then when they find out, they keep pushing the goalposts instead of just saying like, yo, I don't fuck with Chris, I'm biased. So the blogger shit with I Am Smoke, he's just jealous. That's all it is. Like, he's just jealous of my position. That's why he's like, yo, URL won't even take his blogs down. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you really care about them blogs? No. You care maybe URL never put your blogs on the channel. So that's what this shit be about. But when you write something like this, it's personal. That's at least that's how I take it. Now, maybe if I had a conversation, you can try to convince me it ain't personal. This is personal, bro. You wrote this shit about my family, about me, like you fucking know me. You didn't even use words like alleged. I mean, I would at least respect it out a little bit more. Niggas said it like it's fact and put it on this. All of these things are things that district attorneys look at, man. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all, like, when you have a case and you don't have no criminal record, they have to find ways to paint this narrative of you being a bad person to fit the crime. Because they're like, yo, how could this dude go from squeaky clean to 2 rape cases? Like, this is like wild to me. Let's dig in his background and see what else he got. So they dig into your social media, and when you post stuff like this, multi-time felon, sociopathic rapist, you're speaking like you know me. So a DA will be like, yo, let me see what this lush one dude know about Chris that we don't know. They pay more attention to it. And these are the kind of things I have to fight in court. So that's why when I tell you, like, I'm not just fighting the case, I'm fighting like y'all niggas in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like the media, I'm fighting that as well because that shit is being used against me. And it's become personal. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm going to see you. Because I'm going to make it my point to see you now. I ain't never really made it my point to see you. But now I'm going to make it my point to see you. You running around here with this Twitch shit. You hosting this. You're on the East Coast. I don't know. You showing up at these gates of the garden and Guardians of the Culture. All these different leagues I've been seeing you on since I've been out. I am going to make sure that I run into you. And when I do, I just want you to keep the same energy. That's all. Just keep the same energy. Battle Goose. Oh, man. Where do I begin?
And if you are a convicted pedophile or rapist, it is against the law to be on social media. That's why he can't show his face.
Have been arrested for sodomizing a 10-year-old boy. That's anal sex. Come on, man.
I don't give a damn. He get out, he get out. He's still guilty of me. I don't care.
GrvzyBvby have been released. Be on the lookout. GrvzyBvby have been released. That might not be a good thing for somebody.
After all that shit you was talking, did you really think I wasn't going to address you? You got away with it. You didn't get away with it. When I saw your blogs, I was shocked. I mean, I was really shocked because I didn't know Christians acted that way, Battle Truth. I mean, I really didn't know Christians acted that way.
I'm trying to save souls, man. That's what I care about. Changing lives and saving souls, man. So people won't go to hell. So people won't lose their families. So people can be focused. So people can get in this fight that they losing in. Exposing the devil and enemy. That's what I'm about.
People ask me sometimes, are you upset by some of the things that Battle Truth said about you? I said, no, not at all. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed in a lot of the things you said. I'm finna tell y'all some of the realest shit ever about Battle Truth. I need everybody to listen to this. I'm finna tell you some of the realest shit ever. But allow me to paint this picture first. I gotta paint this picture first. Because Battle Truth spent 4 years in prison. 4 years. I spent 2 years in jail. So the criminal justice system is something that me and you got in common, Battle Truth. And you know, when I was locked up, I saw some terrible things, man. I saw people going to trial, losing trial, getting life in prison. I saw people committing suicide and losing their life. I mean, 1 minute they playing spades and the next minute they hanging from a cell. I saw public defenders not even giving these guys their discovery until the last minute. They can't even prepare for trial. But I also saw some amazing things when I was locked up. I saw people get arrested, indicted, get their whole case dismissed. I saw people come back to jail on an appeal after they got sentenced to 20 years in prison, come back on an appeal, get a new trial, win trial, and go home. I saw people getting all of their charges dismissed. I saw people getting their cases dismissed. I saw all of this. So when I got out of jail, I had a completely different outlook on the criminal justice system. Because the media have you believe that there's no success stories in the criminal justice system. They really have you believing that. They'll have you believing that everybody is bad, everybody is terrible, everybody did all of these horrible things. That's what they'll have you believe. They'll put you on the 6 o'clock news. They'll put you on the 12 o'clock news. They'll label you as a suspect. But a year later, when you win trial, or a year later when you beat the case or get charges dismissed, where is the media at? Where is the media to report that? So I had a whole different outlook when I got out of jail about the criminal justice system, because I used to be in media. I used to be looking at these dudes on the news thinking, damn, they must be guilty. You gotta be guilty. Ain't no way they put him on the 6 o'clock news if he wasn't guilty. But when I got locked up, I started seeing that, yo, some of these dudes really going home. Some of these dudes are beating trial. So if I saw all that in just 2 years of being in jail, I mean, you was in jail and prison. I know you saw it. So when I saw your blogs, I was sad because you didn't really learn anything when you was locked up. You belittled us, you laughed at us, you joked at us, you flat out called us guilty. I know some of y'all are saying, who are you talking about when you say Christian. Us? You did that with Serious Jones. See, you think you slick. First you reel him in, you throw that fishing line out there and you reel him in on that Christian talk and that, you know, we need to support each other and that whole we are the world talk.
I'm trying to save souls, man. That's what I care about. Changing lives and saving souls, man. So people won't go to hell. So people won't lose their family. So people can be focused. So people can get in the fight that they losing in. Exposing the devil and enemy. That's what I'm about.
With Serious Jones, you said, oh man, Serious Jones is locked up, man. We need to pray for that brother. We need to, do our best to help that brother, whatever. Keep him in our prayers.
And it wasn't until I became a Christian
that I
learned and understand how to be a real man that's responsible.
What class you want, nigga, man? Damn, I need a one somewhere make you want to quit. You probably don't even want to fight no more. Damn, 2 in a row? Yeah, what class you want, man?
To strengthen my faith, to make me who I am.
Damn, see, now he's saying it didn't matter. Damn. Damn, something wrong, man. Something is definitely wrong. Something ain't right. What class you want? Damn. Damn. I don't know if he picking a class, but damn, he's taking mad long.
I don't want to fight him again.
I'm beating the shit out of him.
I don't want to fight him again, bro.
Yo, why you want to fight Pearly Gates, man?
Because I don't like fighting people that got mask on.
Man, come on, man. That ain't your choice, man. What you fuck you mean?
Come on, man. Respectfully, I just want to see
Niggas say respectfully like I'm a kid. Now he don't even want to play no more because he overdo it. Alright, let me get my win real quick. Damn, man.
Pick that nigga.
Dude, you talking about some pick that nigga. Yeah, I wish the game was glitchy again so I couldn't even tell you who I'm picking. I'm about to say, you bring duck sauce, pack it out. I'm group home with him. Yep.
What you mean? You scared of duck sauce?
Nah. I need to win. Damn, man. You don't want to fight for my rape, my brand.
So I Serious Jones up in there. We're going to keep that brother in our prayers. And we're going to hope that he come out a different man, a battle father.
You don't want to hear no thought bars, and you want to look at your face when we fight.
Turn back to that place unless he's going in there to help to save and change other people's lives.
This nigga don't like Lil' Kim.
We need to pray for him too. Father God, in the name of Jesus Christ, I just bless you.
You know who Lil' Kim is?
You know what I'm saying? Keeping that black power, that unity.
You was born in 2000, so you probably don't.
Fast forward 3 months later, you did another Serious Jones
blog. You hear that YouTube? GrvzyBvby was born in 2008.
And that blog, you started changing up your tune. Typical shit you do for views and clout. You started saying like, damn, this nigga's guilty. You know he's guilty, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You could tell in his raps he's guilty. The nigga was basically talking about pimping in his raps. We all know he did it, man. We all know he did it.
Man, you done.
I'm in the change my
They finna get that brother life sentence like he shot somebody. Man, you done. You sound crazy. You done. D-O-N-E, done. In his rap name, Serious Jones, done. That man got 8 felonies. They only raised. Man, this sad, man. This is sad, man. You leave only this horrible, man. Organic, ARP, y'all, URL, them. No. 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 That man got $106 in his GoFundMe. And please. They ain't trying to donate to somebody who they know guilty of that.
This is a man fighting for his freedom. This is before he took a plea that I'm talking about. All this is before he ever took a plea. I know he just took a plea. I'm talking before that. This man, Serious Jones, is fighting for his life and freedom. You get on the camera and say he's guilty? You did the same thing with Mav. Damn, this shit good as fuck. You said Mav was guilty.
To know that you did that and you sitting there pretending like you did. Using your size and weight as a weapon to abuse those who weaken. Who don't know that man was guilty? Who can't tell that? Let's not play dumb, fellas. Let's not play dumb, people. Damn well that man guilty.
You said he raped Kiki. Like, you literally got on camera and said that Mav Hoffa raped Kiki. You was going hard for Kiki, too. I mean, I would have thought you knew Kiki the way you was talking. You don't even know this chick, and you got a cape on so hard for her. All for what, bruh? You done said I was guilty. Sirius Jones is guilty. Mav Hoffa is guilty. I'm trying to figure out, and I got a real question, and I need everybody to answer for me. Hold on. What is the difference between a nigga that takes the stand and snitches and a dude that gets in a YouTube video and says, I know he's guilty? That's basically what this nigga is doing. He's pointing the finger and saying, I know he's guilty.
Who don't know that man was guilty?
Bruh, you are a DA's best friend. Your new name now is #assistant DA. That is what your new name is. Because you gotta understand, bruh, it's niggas every day that's getting locked up, pulling out guns on Instagram. They getting locked up for posting drugs and shit on Facebook. Social media is a big part of getting people locked up. It's probably the biggest thing that gets niggas locked up now is social media. So when they book you in for a case, you think they not looking into who the fuck Sirius Jones is? Like, yo, let me go to this YouTube and see who Sirius Jones is. Oh, he's a big time rapper. Let me see what's going on. Boom, we got the punch with Mav. We got this going on. We got that going on. Oh, and we got all these blogs, Battle Truth blogs, where they saying he's guilty. District attorneys. YouTube is almost another form of social media. Let's just be real. YouTube basically is another form of social media. District attorneys are looking at everything that they can to try to convict you. And I'm trying to figure out, y'all answer this question for me. How is it cool that a nigga can get on camera and say, he's guilty, I know he did it?
Who don't know that man was guilty?
Nigga ain't saying I think he did it. He might have did it. It looks like he did it. Nigga is saying, I know he did it. He did it. That's cool to y'all? Like, real talk, that's cool to y'all. Like, this is who the fuck you support in battle rap. This is who you support as a person. You ain't no different than the oppressor that we fight every day in this country. Every day in America, we wake up as minorities and we have to fight the oppressor. Y'all niggas running around here mad at Avocado. Y'all niggas really look like some clowns. And I'm not even caping for Avocado because he look like a clown too. But what's really the problem in America when it deals with minorities and black people? It's not Avocado. It's really black on black crime. It's how much we don't support each other. It's how much we denigrate each other. It's how much we tear each other down. It's how much we got that crab in a barrel mentality where we don't want to see the next man get ahead. We killing, we robbing, we shooting our own kind. It ain't Avocado drunk with a couple of his friends having a beer saying this about Verb or saying this about whatever. That ain't really what the problem is with us and as minorities. It's really what we doing to each other. Y'all running around here and irate over Avocado, irate over Heavy Bags. What about Battle Truth? He literally getting on camera, cutting the camera on, trying to get niggas locked up.
Who don't know that man was guilty?
Telling y'all every day that these niggas are guilty. I'm trying to figure out how a nigga that spent 4 years in prison is now working with the DA. Because that's all you doing when you turn a camera on and say someone is guilty is working with the DA. You literally cutting on the camera every day and working with the DA. Then you want to run around here talking about, I'm the #1 blogger.
Yes, and I know I'm the #1 blogger. And
me and Angry Fan fought that fight 5 years ago. Then we grew up and realized that none of that shit really matters. That ain't really what's important. I mean, at the end of the day, niggas gonna watch who they watch and fuck with who they gonna fuck with. There is no #1 blogger. But you still fighting that fight? So while you do that, let me tell you what fight I'm fighting. You know, I'm hollering at inmates that I used to be locked up with, and I'm trying to let them know, like, yo, you entitled to a stimulus check, my brother. Maybe you can take care of your family. Maybe you can pay some bills. Maybe you can put money on your books. Maybe you can pay for a lawyer to help get you out of this situation. That's the fight I'm trying to fight. You running around here trying to figure out who the number one blogger is. You fighting the wrong fight, my brother. You spent 4 years in prison. This is the fight you fighting? You know, when I got out, I started seeing all of this shit that they doing to minorities, the people that don't have money. I want to break the cycle, talk to some people, try to school them on like, yo, this is what's going on. This is what really going on in the criminal justice system. It ain't this shit they putting on TV. This is what's going on behind these bars that they not telling you. So I'm talking to people. I'm still setting up visits with inmates. Still setting up visits with inmates. Trying to let them know like, yo, you entitled to a stimulus check. Let me show you this one more time. This right here. If you're a prisoner in the criminal justice system, you are still entitled to a stimulus check. Do you think that was on the front page of the news? No, let me unfold this and show you what was on the front page of the news. This shit blew my mind, bruh. Beautiful bathrooms become a priority. This is on the front page of the news. That shit is so irrelevant, bro, and what's really going on in America. When you turn the page, way in the back, in a little small column off to the side, is prisoners are entitled to a stimulus check. So that's the kind of time I'm on right now, because they don't want you to really know what's going on. They don't want you to help people that's in the criminal justice system. So when I saw your blogs, I was really upset, because I was like, yo, you spent 4 years in prison, but you didn't learn anything. You out here fighting the wrong fight. You still trying to be the number one blogger. You still trying to get niggas arrested. You still running around saying niggas is guilty. Brother, what fight are you fighting? I mean, I got a serious question I got to ask. I mean, I asked this question earlier, and I still need someone to answer that. Is how somebody that spent 4 years in prison, what is the difference between a dude that gets on a witness stand and says he's guilty? This is the dude that did a jury. Show him in the courtroom and point him out. And what Battle Truth is doing by getting in a video and saying, I know he did it.
Who don't know that that man was guilty?
You spent 4 years in prison and you got out of jail on that time? That's the time you own? This channel right now, you can't even do more numbers than my trailer. On a brand new channel with 0 subscribers. You not even winning the blogger fight. You trying to be the number one blogger, you can't even outdo my trailer. So who's really winning even the blogger fight? You not even winning that.
She looking at me like, you know,
Real quick, man, let me go over this Queen Flip stuff, because I know y'all keep asking me about Queen Flip, so I'm finna finally clear the air on all of that for the last time as well. Y'all remember, man, me and Queen Flip had a little issue back in the day over some Arsenal, one of Arsenal's UW cards or whatever.
But how did he know? How he found out?
He was mad that I released the card out to the public or whatever, you know, and he kind of jumped in it. And me and him went back and forth, and he was like, I'm going to come to Atlanta, we going to fight, all this stuff. He paid some money, looked up my record, and saw I had a criminal complaint in 2011. It was against it was a criminal complaint made by a mother about her son. Me and her son had an altercation. So what happened was, I came home from playing basketball. I got a son, by the way. So I come home from playing basketball. This kid is fighting my son in my garage. Now, he's much bigger than my son. You know what I'm saying? My son is scrawny, kind of skinny. He's much bigger than my son. My son already been telling me he's been having issues with his kid or whatever. So I get out the car. I grab him and kind of shove him to the side because, you know, he's on top of my son. He goes home, tell his mom. His mom comes over and is like, oh, you put your hands on my son. You're an adult. I'm pressing charges. So she calls the cops. Now, I don't know the law, so it really was like, you know, his word against mine. But I was honest when the cop came out. The cop asked me one question. He said, did you touch him? I said, yeah, I pushed him. He was all over my son. I said, he trespassing. He in my garage fighting my son. He was like, man, I got to arrest you. She want to press charges. I go to jail for like 4 or 5 hours, pay a $600 bond, go home. Between me bonding out and me actually having a court date, they dropped the case. The mother, I guess, she kind of realized that her son really was being a bully and she no longer wanted to press charges, and they dropped the case. But Queen Flip had pulled up a record about it, but he really didn't know what was the details surrounding it. So he pulled one of them little Jay-Z moves, you know what, you know who, you know what, but we'll leave that between me and you. So he got in a blog talking about, yo, don't make me tell people what you did to that kid. And people was like, oh shit, he molested a kid. So people was running with that and all that kind of stuff. So none of that ever happened. It was just an altercation where I pushed the kid and he told his mom pressed charges, and that was that. This is actually the police report to this altercation. Let me read it. On April 17, 2011, I responded to the incident location in reference to a domestic dispute. Upon my arrival, I met with the complainant, Janice. Janice said her son, Brandon, was pushed by the suspect, Christopher Gunsby. Janice said Brandon has had altercations with Gunsby's son in the past. Right here in the police report. I don't even know if you can even see it. Man, this shit don't even want to come in clear. But right here. Was pushed by the suspect. You see my name, Christopher Gunsby, right there? So that's another thing, people running around here acting like they know something about this situation they don't know at all. So when I tell people that I didn't have a record, or I don't have a record, it's because this case right here also got dropped. So nothing ever happened. I ain't done no crazy shit in my life. I know niggas can tell you a whole bunch of shit, but they can't pull up no paperwork of me doing any crazy shit. So I just wanted to clear that air on that, man, once and for all, because niggas, I see these bloggers trying to run with that narrative too. But it ain't been all bad since I've been locked up, man. I've been able to get my flowers while I'm still around. Some bloggers have came out, man, and said, yo, you kind of inspired me. And it's been good to hear, honestly.
I'm not saying I know Chris personally, obviously. Obviously he's accessible on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and I've had conversations with him on a small scale through those avenues. So, like again, I don't know him personally, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not saying this nigga is family, but my involvement with battle rap and how much I love battle rap, and my decision to start blogging and even making these videos in the first place stems from this thing.
I want to say I started blogging maybe 3 years ago, because of Chris and Bias. I actually saw Chris blogging on battles before any of the other bloggers started doing it, and that includes Angry Fan and whoever else was Jay Black, anybody else.
I don't know all of the ins and outs of the details of his situation, so I didn't really speak on it much because, that's a case that I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not in the judicial system. I know nothing about it. But I will say he was very influential in a lot of people's careers, you know what I'm saying? Now, while I would say, like, he didn't specifically grab me by the hand and be like, yo, be a blogger, he had a platform that had a bunch of people in it, thousands and thousands of people, where I did get, my feet in the game with, you know what I'm saying? It was his platform where Norbs originally contacted me. So, it's one of those things where if he does want to do it again, I'm sure he'll find a way to get right, you know what I mean? And nobody's perfect in this world, so.
Look, be dead real. I know Chris unbiased for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He was probably one of the first bloggers I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Like cool. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be dead honest. Chris damn near started this whole blogging culture of what's going on. He was like the first one really doing it, really had facts. On Facebook, like, whatever was on Chris Unbiased page, the way y'all look at champion and the way y'all view black now is how GrvzyBvby was, and he was the first one that started, to be real with you. So
people gotta understand the era. Like, this ain't the same era as back when it was me, Jay Black, and Chris. And a lot of things wouldn't happen right now if Chris wasn't in the coach at all to have to begin with, starting with that unbiased group. And that's just being honest about the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like even if you don't like what he did or whatever, I don't feel like, as far as all-time media goes, you can really like this take him off. You can't. Too much came from that group, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I was in that group at one point. Vada was in that group at one point. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, that's been good to hear, man. I also want to apologize to the battle rap community, man. I really feel like I let a lot of y'all down. I let myself down, to be honest with you, man. And, you know, somebody wrote me and said, why are you apologizing to the battle rap community, or apologizing, period, if you know, was falsely accused and you're innocent? You got to understand, man, I put a lot of people, this situation put a lot of people through a lot of stuff. And anytime you deal with a criminal case like mine, especially of the magnitude as mine, you don't deal with it alone, bruh. Like, my mom was literally taking high blood pressure medication for over a year dealing with this case. I was calling home and she was like, I wasn't even able to sleep last night thinking about you, wifey, dealing with the same situation, man, while I'm putting her through hell, dealing with this situation too. So I put a lot of people through a lot, man. And even in the battle rap community, bro, you got to think, like, people are really repping my brand, pulling up at URL events and all the RBE events and all these other events, talking about unbiased gang and really going hard for the brand.
Yo, the gang ain't so short, man. I'm all the way from the Galaxy. Unbiased review, biased New York. What's up? TV, unbiased review, man. We in the building.
So I felt like I let them down too, you know what I'm saying? Even taking it a step further, someone like Mickey Facts. I'm running around here doing unbiased debates to facts with Mickey. That makes me attached to Mickey's brand and Mickey attached to my brand now. We doing videos together. I get locked up and now he got to answer the questions of like, yo, what happened to Chris? You running around here doing these videos with Chris, and you know, he got to answer that. So I ain't no selfish person, man. I look at the whole spectrum, man, and I beat myself up a lot about that situation, man. So, you know, I felt like I put a lot of people in the crosshairs of having to either defend me or just disassociate themselves from me. So, you know, and for that, I apologize, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too big to apologize for that. So that's why I say a lot of times, like, I let people down. I let myself down with a lot of stuff that, you know, I had to go through, man, and just having people come in the courtroom and fight this case. As this case dragged out for so long, look how long my mom, my girl, everybody been dealing with this. You know, over 2 years, bro, they fighting this case with me. So I'm glad this shit came to an end, but it's just like, yo, it took so much for that to happen. So that's all I wanted to say, man. As far as what's next, man, if y'all want me to continue blogging, I'll continue blogging, man. Fan mail, put that hashtag fan mail. I'm definitely going to do one of them, try to answer your questions. I might go YouTube live, man. I ain't never went live before. I might go live on YouTube, answer y'all questions on that. Street Star North, Untold Truth is coming. It's crazy. URL, I don't want no problems, man. All I do is ask the questions, man. All I do is ask the questions. I don't want no problems. But that shit is a movie. It's very deep, man. And I think y'all gonna definitely be talking about this one when it drops in a few days. And that's it, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody watching this video, man. I appreciate everything, man. Any blessings, any prayers, even the haters, man. Even niggas that still want me to be locked up. Even niggas that still unhappy that my situation came to an end. Anything, man. I take it all with a grain of salt, man. So I appreciate the support, man. And I'm out, man. I'll catch y'all niggas in the next video.
Now I'm about to go watch some GrvzyBvby shit. Now all these niggas with they quit GrvzyBvby shit, they name. That shit.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, baby, she with me.
Can y'all see me? I'm back. Look at the likes. It goes up like this. It's a lot of things I got to talk about today. A lot of things that I want to talk about. Good morning. It's a lot of things going on that I want to talk about. And I want to be honest and transparent with each and every one of you. I want you to allow me to speak my mind and speak my piece without being judged. And if you judge me, then it is what it is. Good morning to everyone. Look at the likes. I've been on the phone with DJ K Slay as of late. Honestly speaking, I've been trying to get K Slay to do an interview on Flip the Script, and K Slay has been informing me about some things pertaining to the streets. K Slay has been talking to me, and sounds like K Slay an OG. I look up to K Slay. I think that K Slay is one of the main people in the hip hop community that has helped a lot of artists and things like that, and everybody loves Slay. Let me say that everyone loves K Slay, but I'm gonna keep it real about K Slay, and it is what it is. K Slay didn't want to do it, so I invited K Slay to do an interrogation room. Yes, I have, and I have respect for him. But K Slay has informed me that my podcast has caused trouble in the streets. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's the fifth time he told me that. People are fighting and I'm hashing up old wounds like Sub-Zero and Fendi, like some street wounds that are happening. And I can't, and he asked me a crazy question, which I'll let him ask, but I didn't agree with him. Look at the lights, like that. I didn't agree with K Slay. Because I felt like these situations I wasn't around for, so I shouldn't be held responsible. But as a journalist, I do have a responsibility, meteorologist, I have a responsibility to, I guess, keep the peace. My intention is never to keep or stir beef in the streets. Never. My intention is never to stir beef. So let's go through the lines of
love, no hearts in these niggas.
Because I say content over everything, but let's go through the lines of what I would actually do. So I interviewed Mano, as you guys know. Mano is a friend of mine. But because a guy was disrespecting Mano, I didn't interview him. Y'all know who it was. That's it. That's integrity. Mano was next door. It's not all about views, and Mano's a friend. I didn't interview or entertain at the cause of that issue. Another time. After I interviewed Mano, Boxing Bar reached out to me. Yes, he did. Told me how he changed his life and all. Like, he reached out to me, I have a DM. They wanted me to interview Bar. I didn't interview Bar. No disrespect to him. I didn't interview him. Mano's my man. I didn't want to keep the beef going. I didn't interview him. I didn't interview Boxing Bar. I didn't, no disrespect to him. I didn't interview him. Look at the likes. Look at the likes. It goes up like this. I didn't interview him. Not at all. No, I'm good on that one. Right? That would have kept something going. But let's talk about K Slay. I respect K Slay so much that the two guys, twins, the twin guys, the tall guys that said that they're his brother, that's supposed to be his brothers, wanted to come up to my show and have the tweets and stuff to talk about K Slay, and I never brought them up to do so. Then they end up attacking me, saying that my platform is for B-listers. It's a B-listing platform. So after they showed me all that love, they said, yo, your platform is a B-list. I was kind of surprised. Pardon me. It's a B, look at the likes. It's a B-list platform. It's a B-list. Diss me, violate me. Yeah. Somebody said Boxing Bar was not trying to do. You see, these are the guys in here. I have to pay attention to this. Somebody said your Boxing Bar was not trying to do an interview.
Go play it. I got my one up. So.
Someone said Boxing Bar was not trying to do an interview. Give me a second. Yeah. You know, my thing is this though. My thing is this. Like we gotta stop the weird stuff. We got, hold on, give me a second. I want y'all to hold on. Look at the lights, hold on. Shout out to Killer Cab, hold on. Boxing Ball was not trying to do an interview. Give me a second. 2 seconds. B, Alpo. Guy that hit up Manos. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. All right. Give me a second.